Now, that is something which is leading to a big debate. Why are our writers, academics, scientists, why are they returning their awards? Why are they returning their awards? Is this, they say that that's freedom of expression.
Gaurav, I can tell you. The subject concerned with the Home Ministry. I just cite you one example. When we came to power, regularly there was a news headline that churches are being attacked in Delhi. Every day there's a headline that churches are being attacked in Delhi. I immediately called the Delhi Police Commissioner. I sought, give us the report of last 5-6 months since we have assumed power. Show us what is the desecration in the religious institution in India. We got the report. There are around 300 instances of incidents related to temples. There were nearly 30 incidents related to mosque. There were 30 incidents related to Gurudwara. And there were 4 incidents related to churches. And I asked, okay, the media has made the headline that churches are being attacked. Give me those reasons why those 4 incidents related to churches were happening. Then they said, finally the report came. One of the incidents was somebody threw a stone in a church and the window pane was broken. Another instance, some children were playing and a cricket ball went into the church and hit one of the windows. There was another, that is not arsenal, but some of the portion was damaged. It may be theft, whatever may be, but we said go and inquire. If anything related to any of the disrespect to the religious institution, we will not tolerate. And when the final report came, not a single pre-planned attack was mounted against any church. That was not reported. When false reports were coming, it was headline all over. When the true reports came, nobody even bothered to care about. There was a report in West Bengal that one of the very serious incidents, a nun was brutally raped in West Bengal. It was news all over. But when it was found out that the heinous crime was committed by somebody who's illegal migrants from Bangladesh, then that was again not reported. Why this kind of miscampaigning? This is damaging the secular fabric of India's image. I don't want miscampaign. Truth must be told. Okay. But it should not be run in a malicious campaign to damage the image of not only the government but of the country.
Is that what is happening, Jyotiraditya?
When you have, I agree with Kiren that the one thing that holds us up is the secular nature of our democracy. It's something that we have grown up with. It's internalized in our DNA. And it's something that we live every single day, and not only live, but I think we celebrate. And I think that is the true strength of India's democracy. But when you have responsible people in power, and present company, my good friend Kiren excluded, but when you have people, responsible people in power making irresponsible statements, and what is it that we are looking to politicians today for? We're looking to politicians today to be role models about how we should be living our lives in the days to come. And when you have responsible people in power making irresponsible statements, and then you have no action being taken against them, and certainly there has been an increase in activities such as this in the last 18 months, then what is to be said? When the government does not walk its talk, today we need leaders who can walk their talk. If you believe strongly in something, then take action, because only when you take action will you stop this trend from becoming an avalanche and a flood in this country, and that's what we need to protect for our society going forward.
I don't disagree here. We are on same page. What I'm saying is there should not be organized miscampaign. The image of the nation cannot be tarnished unnecessarily. That's my point. Whatever Jyoti said, we share. We share beyond political line. We all work for this country. We are in different political platforms. There's no difference in that. I mean, like, we are here. But, for example, Dadri incident. This is purely a state subject. Very unfortunate incident took place. Immediately, we, Home Ministry, we sought the report and we got the report. And people were arrested. It is completely in the domain of the government of Uttar Pradesh. And Mr. Rahul Gandhi visits there, Kejriwal visits there, Mr. Owaisi visits there. No media or nobody raises any question. But when the local MP, who happens to be a minister, he speaks, then everybody is on after his life. What I'm saying is, we must condemn what is condemnable. But it should not be totally one-sided affairs. And if some words are being misspelled, even if a minister speaks something out of the tune, then Amit Shah, our national president, has already stated, if a minister or MP uses foul language, he must stand corrected. And if there is a mistake, genuine mistake in the languages, in the using of the words and phrases, I'm sure that person will come and clarify his statement, but it is not the stand of the political party. It is not the stand of our government. That is what I want to make it very clear.
So I just want to remind my good friend Kiren that in the US, when a single shooting takes place, the President of the United States of America stands up and makes a statement. Why is that? That's not because it concerns a certain state. That's because the President of the United States of America is responsible for 350 million people living on American soil. Similarly, the Prime Minister of India is responsible for the lives and security of 1.25 billion people living in this country. Why is it that the statement comes 2 weeks down the road and not the same day when two people have lost their lives in Dadri? That statement must come the same day. Point number one. Point number two, when the minister that he was alluding to goes and visits the site, what is his statement? His statement is that this is only a small accident and needs to be overlooked. Is that something that's palatable or acceptable to the lives of those people there and to any of us as citizens? Action, justice delayed is justice denied. When people make wrong statements, as like my good friend Kiren has said, then action must be taken against them. A minister in this government, in parliament, outside parliament in the Delhi election says that either you're with the Ram Zado or with the X. I'm not going to even use that word. Can a minister in this government stand up and make that statement and continue to remain a minister? Another minister says that when an incident that took place against Dalits in this country, it's like throwing stones at a dog. Can you or I live in this country with statements like this coming from responsible people? No, we cannot. And therefore, we need action.
Every congressman is not Jyotiraditya Scindia. It is very fresh in my mind how the cabinet...
every BJP person is not Kiren Rijiju.
Thank you for this compliment, but here I'm not going to fall into your trap. If those senior cabinet ministers in Manmohan Singh government, the kind of languages they used against our current prime minister, I don't want to repeat all this thing. That is why, apart from Jyotiraditya Scindia, I have never seen him using foul language, but there's enough before this nation how Congress people used to abuse us when we were in opposition party. And one of, I don't want the name.
But Kiren, my good friend, between you and me, do two wrongs make a right?
I'm not saying that.
We here have to be role models for you. And therefore, anyone who's done a wrong is a wrong. Just because someone else has done a wrong, your wrong does not become right.
The first
what
step.
What you have done is wrong, your first step is to correct that wrong and then point fingers at others.
And that is
because in life, we always do this. We forget that the three fingers are pointing at us. We've got to answer to our conscience in the mirror before we point a finger to someone else.
I want to remind Jyotiraditya Scindia, when UPA came to power in 2004, we were in opposition.
That is why they are
always hark back to the past. You are promising a new future to these young people here. Why are you harking back to the past?
Exactly.
Walk ahead. Don't look behind you in the rearview mirror all the time. You've got to set the example because you are in power, my friend.
I am very futuristic
that's
person.
the advantage of the push-ups.
I am very forward-looking, futuristic person.
But then why are you looking in the rearview mirror?
But that is to stop you from preaching us, which you have been...
It's our job to, because you're in the driver's seat. It's for us to be the conscious keeper of the nation, to guide you onto the right path.
I am not denying your rights of putting questions on the government, but what I'm saying is, you have got enough of your opportunities in the past. Give us time.